how are you doing? So, welcome back here on my channel at Maiora. It's Sarah here, you already know that. And, many of you ask me to give some advice or give you some tips concerning listening and comprehension. Well, we know that listening and understanding different accents or native speakers when they're talking is not so easy. Especially there are some words that can be quite difficult to detect, but sometimes we are lucky because there are tips, there are tricks that can actually solve the situation and save the day. So today I am going to talk about one of those tricks that will help you a lot. I hope so. Specifically, we're talking about these two forms here. The verb is the verb can. I'm sure you know it. Okay, it's a modal verb that means it expresses ability or possibility. If you have any doubts concerning this verb, you can go back to my video, to my lesson about modal verbs. This is the negative form. When we are referring to British English, we don't usually have problems distinguishing the two forms because the positive one is can and the negative one is can't. So obviously the pronunciation is quite different. I can go out, I can't go out, so it's absolutely different. Well, unfortunately, it's not that easy when we're talking about American English, because in that case, first of all, the vowel doesn't change, so it's not can and can't, but it is can and can't, basically. So the vowel doesn't help us. And the second thing that doesn't help us is the fact that the final T isn't pronounced most of the times. Sometimes it is, but most of the times, especially in some specific areas and especially in the north and some accents, it's not pronounced at all. So of course it's can and can. How can I distinguish can and can and can? It's the same. And of course it's absolutely, it's so important that I do understand the difference, because one is positive and the other one is negative, so they say the opposite, basically. They state the opposite. Well, there is a trick. Basically, you have to pay attention and to focus, basically, on the stress, okay, the inflection, the stress, the accent they use while pronouncing the whole sentence. So not just the verb, the modal verb in this case, but the whole sentence. You have to pay attention to the stress, okay, to the emphasis within the sentence. Let's make an example. It's much easier if I use, okay, the language instead of explaining, okay, theory in this case. First example, positive. I can do it. I can do it. Perfect. Negative. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. See that I use can, basically, so I don't change the vowel, I don't pronounce the T, but it is completely different. In this case, I can do it. The accent is before, it's not on the modal verb. In the second case, I can do it. I can do it. The stress, the emphasis, however you want to call it, the accent is here, okay, on the modal verb. Let's try and see the second one. You can dance. You can dance. You can dance very well. Second sentence, negative. You can dance. I'm sorry. Okay, you try, but you can dance. You can dance. That can is the weight of this word here, okay, is you can recognize it, okay. This word is heavier than other words in the sentence. Let's make a tiny quiz, okay. I say a sentence, you tell me whether it is positive or negative. Ready? Yeah. She can drive. She can drive. Positive or negative? It's negative. She can drive. The positive one should be she can drive. She can drive. She can drive very well. She can drive. Sorry. Yeah, you got it? Let's try another one. For example, I'm talking about my students saying they can read those books. They can read those books. Even if they are difficult. Even if the books are difficult. Because my students are very good at English. So it is positive. They can read them. They can read the books. The negative one should be they can't read them. Sorry, they can't read those books. They're too difficult for them. Alright? Or again, my sister can swim. My sis can swim. Positive or negative? It's positive. The negative one should be my sister can't swim. I'm sorry, my sister can't swim. She can't come with us to the pool. So, can you understand? Can you get it? Can you feel this is different? Can you perceive the difference? You just have to pay attention to the inflection. It's quite natural. It's quite spontaneous, or it will become spontaneous. I promise. I hope this tip was useful for you. If it was, please give me a thumb up. And okay, I hope to see you again on the channel for new tips, advice, and whatever you need to know about English language and also the German language and also literature. So there's a lot to do and to talk about. Thank you so very much for being here. See ya!